Morning, welcome to the channel, welcome back to the channel, welcome to Love 500, welcome to a little compilation of short snippets and bits of information. So at the moment we are in between projects. We have 3 projects still. We have Project Beige Girl, we have Project Dirt, and we have Project Cooooeeeeyyy. There's not much I can really do with any of them at the moment, so I thought I'd do a little compilation of stuff that's little snippets of videos that I've been keeping for a while. Little bits of information, some that might make you laugh, some which made me cry. But yeah, see what you think. As I say, this is just a little filler video to give you a little bit of content and something to sit and watch while you're drinking your beer. So enjoy. I had a text message a few days ago from the buyer of a previous car. This was before we had project names. I didn't film this one, but I think you'll find it somewhere within the videos I did of past projects. I called this one Reggie because of the number plate. You'll see why when you see it. She gave me a call, told me that she crashed the car. So I asked her to send me some photographs of it. This is what she sent me. So look at the state of it. So basically she bounced off of a barrier and then bounced into another barrier. As you can see, she's ripped a hole in the side of that. She's done both sides. The driver's side is worse. Bumper's destroyed, both wings are destroyed, possibly the inner wing on the driver's side is destroyed as well. Obviously the lights are gone. She wasn't sure about the suspension. She's done it. I mean, it's superficial to a degree. A little bit to the bumper and to the back wing there, which obviously isn't much. That will repair fine, and the same on that side. So a bit of a mess, to say the least. So she was asking me about the feasibility of me repairing it for her, and I said I'd be happy to have a look at it. Unfortunately, it's up in North London somewhere. So I said to her, she said to me her uncle was going to go and have a look at it because I questioned whether that inner wing was damaged or not. She wasn't sure about the suspension because the fuel cut-off had activated, so she couldn't start it, so she couldn't drive it to see whether the suspension was okay, but she had a suspicion it wasn't. So I said to her, I can do it, I can work out a price for you, or possibly I might even be able to buy it off you. She's not gone through the insurance. She didn't even tell the insurance about it. So what happened was she was driving down, I think probably the road in this picture, I guess. Obviously we've had a lot of rain recently. She's hit a big puddle, aquaplaned. She's gone into the left, bounced off the left-hand barrier, obviously oversteered trying to correct it, and done the same on the right-hand side. Luckily she was okay, there was no other vehicles involved, but the car, as you saw, was a bit of a mess. So what she's decided to do, I texted her. I didn't hear back from her actually when I asked her, when she told me her uncle was going to go and have a look at it, I think it was last Monday. So I texted her yesterday and asked her what was the verdict, and she said they've looked at it and they've decided to get the parts and try and do it themselves. So obviously I've offered advice if they need it. So I'm sort of hoping I might get that one back because that was a really nice one, that was. Yeah, so she's gonna, as I say, she didn't want to go through the insurance, so she's gonna fork out and see if she can do it herself. Hopefully she can do it and it'll be back on the road, because it was a really lovely car, that one. I can't remember what the mileage was, but it was quite low as well, I think. So yeah, so that's that. Back in January 2017, the 12th of January 2017 to be precise. To be more precise, at 17:53 hours. Back then, it was a very snowy day. Now my road is not a particularly busy road. However, when there's snow, the road at the end often gets blocked. And people use my road to cut through, because my road comes in at one end and then goes back out further down that same road at the other end. So people use it as a cut through if that road's blocked. A car that I'd just finished repairing was parked outside. It was a Fiat 500. It was white. It was white because it was covered in snow, but it was white underneath that snow as well. I'll have a few second video here to show you exactly what happened. I wasn't happy. Check this out. gutted or what. That car I had literally just sold to my to the sister of my next door neighbour. It damaged the front bumper, it damaged the wing, it broke the headlight. Can't remember what else. I think that was it. The next day I had to change it. I had to buy another bumper, buy another headlight, and luckily I had another wing, so I stuck that on. I didn't know anything about it at the time. This is my CCTV, and this was I didn't know it had happened. The neighbour who was buying the car said to me, she knocked on the front door the next day and said, "I think someone's hit your car." And I looked out the windows. I don't think so. I went out and had a look, and then realised it had been pushed right back. So the car, I believe, I did a lot of investigation around this. I believe the jury was out as to what the car was, whether it was a Punto or a Volkswagen Golf. We came to the conclusion we think it was a Volkswagen Golf. There was also a possibility of a Focus, but we believe it was a Volkswagen Golf in the end. And then I heard that a tow truck had towed a car from further up the road. So I looked back at my footage and I managed to get the registration number of that tow truck. And then contacted the company, and it turned out that it had picked up a car further up the road, but it wasn't that one, it was a different car, which was most unfortunate. When that, I don't know if you can see it on that video, but when that car pulls away after it's hit mine, it's dragging its front bumper along, and apparently, so I was told, it had to stop further up the road, and they pulled the bumper off and they left the car there, and they went back for it later. So had I known about it, I could have caught them. Bastards got away with it. Absolute bastards. What a thing to do, eh? So luckily for me, I was able to repair it. Had that not been someone like me who repairs them, that would have been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of damage, and they just drove off. Unbelievable. So I've kept that for prosperity, and I often post it on Facebook just to remind people. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Just been cleaning the seats and putting the old Autoglym protecting stuff on there, on the R bath. And I got this from Wish recently, so I thought I'd stick it on there. Ideally, initially I'd meant to stick it on the back, but it was self-adhesive and I wasn't sure whether it was going to stay on. I was going to put it just there, but I really need one with a bolt on so it can bolt on. But I think it looks quite good on there. What do you think? I had a question on the forum a couple of months or so ago, where someone, might have even been, no, actually it was a question made by me when I was having trouble with somebody else's car with the passenger airbag, and I asked the question whether anyone knew, and I should have known the answer myself really, as I've taken so many of these out, but whether you could actually get the passenger airbag out without taking the dash out. While I'm taking this dash out to obviously change the blown airbags, I thought I'd have a look underneath. So there, where are we? Can't find it now. Let me just get my head under there. Yeah, see that bolt there is the bolt that holds in the airbag, and there is no space there to lower that airbag down. So the answer to that question is no. You cannot get the passenger airbag out without taking the dash out. Morning guys, welcome back. A few days has passed since those last videos. I just wanted to thank everybody that commented on the previous Project Cooooeeeyyy video about what you think I should do with it. Most of you, I think, said get rid of it. The guy from the paint shop didn't turn up for some bizarre reason. He's a very busy man. He's always busy. He's always moaning that he's got too much work. I don't know why he didn't turn up, but there you go. So he obviously don't want it. So even though he hasn't even seen it, but it is what it is. As many of you have said, let's get rid of it and move on. So I was going to put it on eBay as it was. Then I thought, shall I try and pull it out a little bit, make it look less bad, and then stick it on eBay? But as far as time constraints are concerned, I just want to get shot now. So. And obviously I need the space. I'm going to hopefully be getting Project Dirt back by the end of next week, and if I do, ideally that needs to come down the drive. I need a wing for it, because if you remember, it's got that rusty wing. So I'm going to put a new wing on it. So yeah, so made the decision. I think I've probably already sort of made the decision anyway, but after what most of you have said, I've decided to break this one up. So Project Cooooeeeyyy is going to be broken up for parts. There she is. So this is the last time you'll see her in a complete state. Is it a her? Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, is it a her? Not sure about this one, might be a he. But this is the last time you're going to see the car in its state. I'm not going to film me taking it apart, it's pointless. And I'm not going to take the engine out, I'm not going to take the gearbox out, any of that stuff. It's just not worth the effort. I do use bits sometimes, as you know, drive shafts, steering racks, all that sort of stuff. I'm not taking that out. It's got to roll, it's got to steer. I need to be able to get it when the truck comes down the driveway and then pulls it up with the winch. It needs to roll, it needs to steer. I can't use a grab lorry. A grab lorry can't get down there with a crane to get rid of it. So it's got to be done sensibly. So I'll take off what I want. Being a white car, a lot of the stuff I'm going to keep, because obviously I do white cars more than any others, so I'll be keeping a lot of it. Some I'll sell. It owes me about 1,600 quid, unfortunately, with the delivery, with the cost of the car, the Copart extortionate charges, the VAT on those charges, and the delivery. It owes me about 1650, which is not ideal. However, when I use a bonnet, say for instance, the bonnet is perfect. The front of the car, apart from obviously, you know, the bumper was broken, and I've got that other bumper on it that needs repairing. But you know, when you think about a good bonnet like that will cost me somewhere between 120 and 150 quid for a good one. I won't have to pay that, will I? I've already got it. So I sort of, on paper, I will probably make a bit of a loss, but when you look at what I'll be saving on the next car, so you know, if I go and pay £900 for another car that maybe needs airbags, needs a bonnet, that sort of stuff, I've got it all, I'll have it all, so it won't cost me a penny, so I'll make more money on that car. So it all sort of rounds itself up in the end. I think, as I mentioned before, I did one once before, a red one, which I had intended to do up, but it was past it. It was all mashed up at the front, near side, like the bulkhead was all damaged and what have you, so I thought, no, break it. That owed me about 12.50, and I still made a profit. It took a while, it took weeks to get all the money back and to sell all the bits, and some of the bits I've still got, and you know, occasionally sell them now and again. But I think it's got to be done. So apart from I've got the new axle down here. Obviously I'll keep that for the time being. I might sell that on, or I might keep it, because I will no doubt get another car that needs one. So yes, I've got that. The damage on the roof, which I can still see, even though there's rain on the roof, you can still see that mark, so that still needs a little bit of attention. So with that, the back wheel arch, the wonky wheel, the bumper, which I've replaced anyway, but it ain't worth it. One thing though, one good point on this is, I thought I'll take a chance, and I sent the logbook off, sent the V62 off to get the logbook. It came back today. I've literally just come in the post about half an hour ago. That will be 2 weeks on Monday since I sent it off, so it's come in less than 2 weeks. So that's better than it used to be. So they've obviously back working properly at the DVLA, and it's come through really, really quick. It is a Cat S. I think Cat S's tend to be a little bit quicker than Cat N's. So based on that, I think I'm going to send off for the logbook for Beige Girl, because obviously it is, ideally you want the logbook to sell the car. I have sold cars without the logbook, but ideally you want the logbook. So I think I might get that in the post today. So yeah, so that's where we are with Project Cooooeeeyyy. And again, thank you to everybody that took the time to comment, and those that liked the video. I'll show you, I'm going to upload the video for tomorrow morning, because I know a lot of you like your Sunday morning videos. So this Saturday today, obviously. So I'll get this one uploaded to go live tomorrow morning. And then at the end of the day, I'm not going to do masses today. I've taken a day off work today, just to get started on this. Gallin, the transport guy's coming around shortly. He's on his way back from Hastings. I'm giving him the original bumper off of this, which has got the skirt on. He's just bought a car, and the little black skirt at the bottom that's stapled on is all mashed up. So I'm just giving him my old bumper, and he can take it off and then dispose of the bumper. So he'll be here shortly. But yeah, I'll do a little bit of video later on today once I've taken a lot of stuff out. I'll probably take all the airbags and the dash and that out today. I'm going to take the exhaust off, yeah, I don't know at this moment what I'm going to actually take off, but I'm going to start taking stuff off today. And then I'll film, as I say, later on in the day. So I will see you in a bit. So a few hours has passed since I did that, and looking at this, doesn't look any different, does it? Haven't taken anything off inside, under the bonnet, apart from the airbox. If we go around to the back, you'll see nothing has changed much at the back. The only thing that's changed at the back is I've taken the catch off, so the boot won't close itself. Taken all that out, taken the shelf out, etc, etc. So that just shuts on itself, won't lock because I've disconnected the battery. In here it's a little bit different. So I've undone the ignition, taken the bolts out of the ignition, I've taken the bolts out of there, so the body computer can be taken out, taken the brake switch out, obviously I've taken the airbags out, the dash out, etc, etc. The car still runs and drives at the moment. I've just put it back. I moved it out, so more so the door that side, but I've taken the bolts off of the door hinges so the doors can just be lifted off, and I've put the car back in a place where it doesn't need to be moved now until it gets taken away. Seats I haven't taken out, they're going to be cleaned anyway before I sell them. Steering wheel's off obviously and all cleaned up. Clock spring, so the ignition's all disconnected from the column. That door's the bolts have been taken out, or the nuts have been taken out, so once you open the door you can just lift it off once you disconnect the wiring loom. So there's plenty of room for my neighbour to park his car. That's about it really. That tyre went flat again, as you can see, so that does need a new tyre on there. So I'm not going to take the wheels off yet, I'll do that last knock-ins. Anything I want to take off from underneath, obviously I'll do that. I haven't taken the exhaust off, I will be taking that off. I just at the moment, just today, I wanted to get a few bits and pieces done. No panels have been taken off yet, bonnet's still on, etc, etc. So it doesn't really look like I've done very much. I haven't really. I've just been messing around really, apart from taking the dash out. You can see the mirrors have gone, I've cleaned those up, they're going to be up for sale. So yeah, that's about it at the moment. So I'm probably not going to do anything tomorrow. So probably Monday I will attack it again. On Monday and Tuesday I want to get as much off as I can. And then sit back, think about what else I need to take off, cover it up with a car cover just so it doesn't look quite so unsightly once all the panels and that are off as it's sitting on the drive. That wing is probably going to go on the R-bath. That door is probably going to go on the R-bath, which is sitting out there still. The rest of it, the other door can be sold. The other wing will probably go on Project Dirt, because although I've got a wing like this anyway that I could have put on the R-bath, I thought wing and door together, at least I know white's pretty forgiving anyway, but it'd give it more of a chance of matching. Project Dirt needs a wing the other side, and I haven't got one the other side. I've got 3 for this side, but I haven't got one for the other side. So short of paying about, and they seem to be going for silly money at the moment. They're like up for about 90 quid. Don't know what's happened with the parts market recently, but the prices seem to have gone right up. So I think there's a tiny little ding on the arch. Yeah, tiny little ding, but I'll try and get that out, and I'll use this on Project Dirt. The wheels I will take off, paint up, clean up, paint up, put new tyres on where they're needed. I think the back tyre and this front tyre, I've swapped them over anyway, but they both need new tyres. Then once they're cleaned up, painted, new tyres on, I can sell those, or I might just keep them, put them on another car, because I think they look quite nice. So I think what I might do is keep them. When I get another lounge or something like that, I might swap them over and then sell the lounge wheels, because I guess probably, I could sell the lounge wheels individually for sort of 50, 60, 70 quid each, depending on the depending on the condition. That's the word I was looking for. Depending on the condition of them and what the tyres are like as well. So that might be better, because I could sell these as a set. I mean, what could I get for a set of these refurb? They're not going to be professionally refurbed, so I don't know, 150 quid maybe. But I think selling individual lounge wheels on their own, I'll probably get more money. So unfortunately with this car, it is all about the money. because it owes, as you know, it owes me 1,650 quid or thereabouts, so I need to get as much as I can. But obviously, as I've said before, a lot of the parts I'm keeping. So as I said, the wing on the door I'm keeping, the bonnet I'm keeping, the front panel I'm keeping, the rad and all that, gubbins. The hatch can go up for sale, but the seats are going up for sale. But not the main bits of it, but I'm not going to see the money from a lot of these parts because I'm keeping them. So it is what it is. So, but yeah, it is all about the money. So we got to try and maximise the amount of cash I can get out of this car. Because at the moment I've got a car that I'm destroying and I'm 1,650 quid down. So that's it for today. It's not as long a video as normal, but I hope you enjoyed some of those other bits and pieces that I put in there, especially the one with my car being hit in the snow. I just thought I've had some of these videos piling up for a little while. I just wanted to share them with you. I thought, as we're sort of between projects at the moment, I thought that this was an ideal time to do it. So we'll be back, I think, as I just said, I'll be back on Monday or Tuesday to carry on taking the car apart, and then we'll probably have another video uploaded for you next weekend, I expect. I don't think there'll be anything before then, because nothing really much to be getting on with until then. So, well, no, Poppy, that's a cat. So, yeah, so it's only, what, 20 odd minutes long, this video, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. As I'll be uploading it for Sunday morning, so you can sit back and drink your coffee and watch the video. Hopefully it's informative and entertaining in some way. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. So don't forget, if you are a casual viewer, please like, share and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified when we upload new content. Yeah, that's about it. I'll just be a reminder, part of what I did today, taking apart, I've done a couple of how-to videos, one on how to take an airbag, driver's airbag out, and one to take the steering wheel off. So if you're the normal viewers that follows the projects, you probably don't even want to watch those, but they're there for content for people who are out on YouTube searching for how to do various things. So you may or may not want to watch those. If you want to watch it, please do. They're only short videos, but yeah, please do if you want. So yeah, so until next weekend, stay safe. Whether you're in tier 1, tier 2 or tier 3, stay safe, enjoy, and we'll see you next week.